Hello dear students, very good morning to you all. In today's class I teach you malloc, calloc, realloc and free. In the last class already I taught you about the malloc. Once again I revise for you. In the last class we studied difference between static memory allocation and dynamic memory allocation. Whatever I taught in my last class, just I revise for you. Static memory allocation means allocating the memory well in advance. We allocate the memory means we define the variables or array well in advance in the declaration part of the main function. Dynamic memory allocation means allocating the memory during the program run or execution. Static memory allocation is having some drawbacks. Already we know the drawback of an array, that is fixed size. While defining array, you need to mention the size compulsory. Assume that int a of 100. We allocated 100 memories. If we enter the value of number of elements as 25, only we use 25 out of 100. 75 we wasted. If we enter the number of elements as 200, shortage of memory. That is what the drawback of an array or static memory allocation. That is what allocating the memory well in advance. How to solve it? That is possible by dynamic memory allocation. We have one integer pointer. Then we ask the user how many number of elements you want to enter. 5. 5 into size of int. Size of integer means integer will take 2 bytes. 5 2s are 10 bytes are allocated. Means 5 memories are allocated. We get the first address. First address will be there in IP. Once we get the first address, we are able to access the remaining 4 addresses also. That is what I taught in my last class. I continue today's class. And what is dynamic memory allocation? The process of allocating the required number of memories during the program run is called dynamic or runtime memory allocation. Then how shall I allocate? Sometimes I use malloc, sometimes I use calloc. Malloc as well as calloc helps us to allocate the memory during program run. Allocated memory can be reallocated. Allocated memory can be reallocated. You can increase the memories or you can reduce the memories. That is what we call reallocation. Once the work completes, then you need to deallocate, free the memory. That is possible by free. All these 4 are called memory allocation functions available in alloc.h or standardlib.h depending on compiler. If you are working with Ubuntu, stdlib.h. If you are working with Turbo C++, alloc.h. What is malloc? Malloc is one of the memory allocation function. See the example. In the last class I explained it. Once again I explained for you. Malloc function has been used here. N is one integer variable, I is integer variable, this one is integer pointer. Enter the value of n. Value of n I entered as 5. I have not defined any array here. Instead of array, I read 5 values and I display back. That is what the question. Then 5 into size of int is 2. 5 2s are 10 bytes are allocated. 5 memories. First memory, second memory, third memory, fourth memory, fifth memory. Okay. Next, address of the first memory is 8000. Address of the second memory is 8002, 8004, 8006, 8008. We get the first address. First address means 8000 will be stored in IP. Here the values I have written. In last class I explained. No, those values are still like this only. Okay. Now no values inside. Garbage values will be there. No values means unknown values will be there. Just 5 memories are allocated. Then we got the first address inside the IP. Next here, enter 5 values. Enter 5 values. Whatever the first value we enter, that will be stored in 8000 plus 0. 8000 plus 0 is 8000. If I enter the value as 10, 10 will be stored at the address 8000. 8000 plus 1 is 8002, as I taught in my last class. 8000 plus 1 is 8002. Whatever the second value we enter, that will be stored here. 8000 plus 2, 8004. Like this, what we did, we stored the values. This time we stored the values by using pointers. Next we are displaying the values back. Here just IP plus I has been used. Here asterisk IP plus I. Value at address. Again first time I is 0. Again IP is 8000. 8000 plus 0. 8000. Value at address 8000. 10. Value at address 8002. 20. Value at address 8004. 8006 and 8008. We got the values. That means we have read n values and we displayed back without using array, but by using pointer, but by using malloc. This is what we call dynamic memory allocation. If you enter value of n as 7, 7 only we use, neither more nor less. This is what we call dynamic memory allocation. In exam you find question, what is malloc? Malloc is one of the dynamic memory allocation function. It will allocate the required number of memories and it returns the address of the first memory. Address will be stored in pointer. It allocates the required number of memory blocks during the program run and returns the first address that will be stored in the pointer. The other addresses can be accessed by the programmer by doing addition operation, 8000 plus 1, 8000 plus 2. If the memory is not allocated, if the memory is not free, at the time null value will be given. That null will be stored in pointer. If pointer is having null, then you come to know that memory is not allocated. Okay, no problem. What is the syntax of malloc? Data type star. Which type of memories you want? Int star I have written. Then malloc is must byte size. Number of bytes. That is n into size of int. N into size of int. Means n means number of elements, size of data type. Pointer is a valid pointer. Data type, which type of memories you need. Total number, byte size means n into size of data type. In exam, you have to explain what is malloc. In exam, write the syntax, give example like this. This is what all about malloc. Next, what is calloc? Calloc and malloc both are same. Only one difference. What is that? Malloc allocates the memories, garbage values will be stored. Calloc allocates the memory, 0 will be stored. What is the difference between malloc and calloc? Malloc allocates the memory and unknown values will be stored. 5 memories are allocated. In each memory, unknown value, garbage value is there. But calloc allocates the memory and stores zeros, values by default. That is what the difference between malloc and calloc. In syntax also one difference. Syntax of malloc is n into size of int, but calloc is n comma size of int. These many number of elements of every element is 2 bytes. Here 5 into 2, here 5 comma 2. That is what the difference between malloc and calloc. No other differences. I hope you understood. Malloc allocates the memory, unknown value. Calloc allocates the memory, 0 will be stored. Same program I have written. First see the syntax. Pointer is must, data type star is must, calloc is must, n comma byte size. N comma I have written here. But for malloc, only byte size. This is what the difference. Remaining explanation is same. It allocates the required number of memories during program run, returns the first address. Other addresses can be accessed by using addition operation. Calloc function initializes the allocated memory by 0, whereas malloc will allocate unknown values, garbage values. If memories are not allocated, null will be given back. Same explanation. Same program. Again, n is to store number of values. I is for index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. IP is the integer pointer. 5 I enter. See here IP int star calloc into bracket n comma 2. Instead of writing 2, you can write size of int also. This is also correct. Instead of writing directly 2, you can write size of int also. If you write size of int, we get the 2. Size of integer is 2. If you write here float, we get 4. If you write size of char, we get 1 byte. I hope you understood. Very good. Or you can type the number of bytes by your own also. Integer will take 2 bytes. All are valid. Enter 5 values, 8000 plus 0, 8000 plus 1, same thing whatever I explained. And we get the value at address. This is what all about calloc. Next one is realloc. Already we allocated memory. We want to change it. New size. You may increase or you may reduce. That's all. See here. Enter the value of n. I enter 5. 5 memories are allocated. again we are doing some work, suddenly I want to change, enter the new value of n, I enter 7, again the same pointer we used IP only, n into size of int, means instead of 5 2 more added, we get the first address. That's all. If you enter 3, we get the remaining 2 will be deallocated, we get only 3. Reallocate into bracket old pointer whichever you used for during in malloc and calloc, then new size. This is what realloc. This is another memory allocation function available in alloc.h or stdlib.h. It helps the programmer to allocate the new memory space which is previously allocated by malloc or calloc. Pointer is the address of previously allocated memory, and new size is the new number of bytes. That's all. Free. It deallocates the dynamically allocated memory by malloc or calloc or realloc. It is programmer's duty to deallocate it once the work completes. This is what all about dynamic memory allocation. This is what we call free. I hope you understood. Very good. Means if you get a question on dynamic memory allocation, write short note on dynamic memory allocation, means explain malloc, calloc, realloc and free. Okay, that's all with programming examples. I hope you understood. Okay, in the next class I start preprocessors. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.